All right, so where were we? Hopefully I didn't cut off the beginning part of this lecture. All right, so it helps us prevent some illnesses, and it also helps with promotion of health factors that can help allay the disease. So some things are inevitable. You know, asthma, oftentimes people are born with just a high tendency to have a reactive airway and to be allergic to things. And then the chance of it being controlled is slim because you live in an urban environment and there's so many irritants in the air. So the knowledge that can be useful in planning to help promote health while you have this disease is quite invaluable. So programs can be like when you play outside, play in an area that's, you know, environmentally you're not surrounded by mold, or you're not going to play next to a factory that emits really noxious fumes. You know, the mold idea within the home has actually been quite a large part in trying to control pediatric asthma, because most asthmatics have an allergic component to it. And if you live in a home that has a lot of mold in it, you know, now community health programs help either remove you or eradicate the mold, or they're supposed to. Of course, there's what we should be doing, and then what we can do, and then what actually gets done. So, basic epidemiologic concepts include the interrelationships between agent, host, and environment. And so this is an actual triangle. So you're trying to find, all right, what is the agent? So what is the disease? What is the host? Who is most likely to be affected by the disease, and what is their environment? So, and then you also look at the interaction of factors, exposures, and characteristics to look at the causes that affect the risk of the disease. So, for example, not everyone who lives in an urban area is going to have uncontrolled asthma. Not everybody who's African American is going to have asthma. But why does this web of causal factors lead to a higher risk of this disease? So what levels of prevention can we employ? So smoking while pregnant, they found there was a large link to smoking while pregnant can cause a lot of ear infections and a lot of asthma. And they don't know the actual pathophysiology behind that, but they do know that there was a link. And that was done through epidemiologic studies. So they started putting labels on cigarette packets that said, don't smoke while you're pregnant, it can adversely affect the health of your unborn child. Don't smoke around your baby, because this could adversely affect the lungs of your infant's lungs. And then over time, as people try to stop smoking while pregnant or try to stop smoking around their young children, they would see an actual decrease in the disease. So now we're going to talk about the different types of prevention. This is probably the most important community health question, because it is the main community health question you're going to see that you would see on your boards. Of course, you guys already took your board, so that doesn't necessarily mean anything to you. But if you do want to go into community health, this is basically the mainstay of what we do. So there's something called primary prevention, secondary prevention, tertiary prevention. When you're working in an acute setting, you're for the most part working in tertiary prevention. Sometimes you'll see some secondary. So I'll explain what each one means. Primary prevention involves intervention to reduce the incidence of a disease overall. And it also involves intervention to promote health overall. So when we tell children, play 60 minutes a day, right? That is to promote children's health overall. We are preventing diseases before it can happen. Type 2 diabetes, childhood obesity, hypertension, high cholesterol, right? When we tell moms to take folic, or women of childbearing age to take folic acid while pregnant, we are preventing neurotube defects, right? It's before the disease happens. Primary prevention is before anything happens. So when somebody comes in for their healthy checkup, or for their checkup, and the doctor says, okay, well, I don't see anything wrong with you. However, here are some things you can do to stay healthy or to get healthy so that following diseases don't creep up on you. You need to exercise 30 minutes a day, every day, for at least 5 days a week, about 48 hours going in between workouts. There's a reason why they say that. They're not just saying that because it's like, we want you to be skinny. There's actual health benefits to doing that and reducing the chances of diabetes, thyroid disorder, and cholesterol disorder. Secondary prevention, this includes programs to detect disease early, right? The earlier you find disease, the better chance you have of controlling it. So, a mammogram, is that preventing breast cancer? No. Self-breast exams, is that preventing breast cancer? No. Is it helping you catch it early? Yes. So that is secondary prevention. When you do screenings to find a test early, that is secondary prevention, okay? You don't want to find it when it's very clear that when someone's walking down the street, they have that disease. So, for example, high cholesterol. There's some people who have a family history of high cholesterol, and if you genetically have a predisposition for high cholesterol, you're going to have high cholesterol no matter what you do, and it's going to happen early. So, like, when people have high cholesterol and they're 50, and they're like, well, my mom had it, it's more because, well, your mom had it because she probably didn't eat very well, and you didn't eat very well, and over time your cholesterol got high. But when you see an 18-year-old who has high cholesterol, and their family has a history of high cholesterol, and this 18-year-old eats pretty decently, pretty active, that's most likely going to be a familial. So, do you want to wait until this person's 25 to discover their high cholesterol? No. Why? Because what does high cholesterol do? It causes plaque buildup in the heart, and you can get heart disease early. So we started testing people for cholesterol at 18 for the first time. If they have family history, sometimes earlier. So when I have a pediatric patient who comes in and they have a family history of early onset high cholesterol, I will check them at age 7 because there are some kids who have the cholesterol of a 7-year-old when they're 7 years old. And why do we do this? We want to detect it early, before the signs and symptoms are clinically evident. So before they are so sick that intervening is going to be quite a noxious experience. Okay? Breast cancer. If you catch it early enough, sometimes all you have to do is remove that cancer. You don't have to go through chemo and radiation. That's why we do mammograms and self-breast exams. Those who have the genetic disposition with the BRCA1 and 2 gene, we will send them for yearly MRIs. Well, they're starting to do that. Send them for yearly or biannually MRIs to try and detect malignancy super early in them. Sometimes they'll do prophylactic mastectomies so that we can prevent the disease. But those prophylactic mastectomies would be in primary prevention. But the screening part of it would be the secondary. Tertiary prevention, which is mainly what you see in an acute setting, is providing treatment and other interventions to get them back to baseline when they have clinically apparent disease. So they walk in, and they're morbidly obese, and they have acanthosis nigricans around their neck. You already know they have insulin resistance, most likely are diabetic. You are treating it and their hemoglobin A1C, you check it, and their hemoglobin A1C is 12. They are clearly in the depths of diabetes. So now you are doing damage control for this diabetes. If you were trying to do secondary prevention for diabetes, you would detect it early, so their hemoglobin A1C would still be in the pre-diabetic stage, and maybe they weren't quite so obese, and they didn't have the acanthosis nigricans. But you just knew, based on their lifestyle and maybe their weight, they're at risk for diabetes, or they have diabetes, but it's really early, and they don't even have symptoms. The tertiary patients will come in and say, I'm thirsty all the time, I'm hungry all the time, I'm fatigued, I keep getting this yeast infection, I keep getting UTIs. Well, that's because they're in the throes of a really high hemoglobin A1C, their blood sugar's out of control, And we need to lessen the course of disease and reduce disability, right? So what are the disabilities of diabetes? So kidney failure, neurovascular disease, blindness. The number one cause of blindness in America in adults is uncontrolled diabetes. So epidemiologic methods are also used in planning and design of our screening. So unfortunately, because of the way healthcare is, we have to look and see at the cost effectiveness of these secondary screening prevention. So everybody in America gets a free mammogram.